Hello everybody and welcome back to another crypto video. As you most likely have already read from the title, there is something really wrong. This is not just for Tron TRX, this is also definitely for XRP and Cardano as well. And to just not beat around the bush here, what I've been seeing is a great shift in perspective or in optimism, to just make it easy. And what I try to say with that is, I've been following these coins for years now. So TRX since the beginning, Cardano for a very long time, I don't even know when, and XRP definitely for years. And what I've noticed is that over this period of time, also that I've been making these YouTube videos, most of the time, the general 80% of the people in the comment section were positive, were supportive, and were just happy, filled with excitement. But specifically now, the last 2 weeks or so, I've been seeing the people in the comment section turn from happy and enthusiastic about the crypto space to really quite dark. And for TRX specifically, I think a lot of this had to do with the quote-unquote Tesla scam that has been going on, but also definitely because of all the the articles possibly that have been negative surrounding TRX. Maybe it is also the price, maybe it is also about the super representatives. I've been seeing tons of things on Twitter and Reddit come by of people just bashing Tron day in, day out, and especially my comment section as well. I've been seeing a very good shift, or a very obvious shift, from that major 80% like I said before, towards the maybe 50% of the people that are being positive right now. Again, this does not mean that nobody watches and nobody supports it anymore, but just the amount of comments. Most likely if there's 60 comments, there is 20 that's positive, 20 that's really BS, so about nothing, and 20 that's really quite negative. And this was never the way before, and I've watched some other channels here in the crypto space and tried to also watch as much on Twitter as I could, and I've definitely been seeing all the people on there get a lot less optimistic as well. With Cardano, I've been seeing it in the sense that they're delaying everything. People in the comment sections and on the internet, on social media, are really not liking that they're, yeah, I guess just kind of rioting right now, saying that Cardano won't amount to nothing. And also people are seeing the bad sides of ADA now because they're really quite slow. They have a certain vision which I don't want to say nobody, which some people don't really agree with. And definitely that if Charles Hoskinson were to step out of ADA, we don't know what would happen there. And for XRP, I've been seeing it because they've not moved in such a time. If you were to invest into this a year ago, you would still be plus 0% or even the minus. And with any of these other coins, this is just what I read from a comment. I don't know if it's actually true. With most of the other coins, if you would have invested like a year ago or a few months ago, you would actually be in the positive. And XRP is one of the only coins where that is not the case, is what I was reading. But yeah, things like that are popping up every hour now if I watch my comment section. It's just really saddening, and I think you guys are just making it a little bit too hard on yourselves. If you are going into all these cryptos with such a negative attitude, a lot of them are going to be harder to hodl. And I've also had a tiny bit of a discussion with some people in my comment section who say I'm too dedicated to these coins, who say I let emotions play a role, and I'm more of an investor/speculator than a trader. Well, whenever making these videos, you gotta switch up your trading stance to more towards an investor stance and more of a positive thinker, because if you're gonna think critically of any crypto, you cannot buy one, right? Because with every of these crypto, there's a bad side attached. With Tron, the positive sides are, I still think, out of the ground of my heart, that this coin has a make or break it ratio that is just insane, right? The making it part is so big, and the make or break, so I guess the breaking part is quite small, but the upside for potential for Tron is just ridiculously high that I can just not let it go. And whenever I'm checking all these other coins out, I understand that the reason I am having them is because the positive outweigh the negative, even though I definitely also see the negative sides to them. With Tron, a negative side is that they're too hypey. So a lot of people say the technology is not that good yet as to where it is right now in the market cap. I can agree to some points. Some people say the D-apps on there are, up to this point, quite useless. I could you can also discuss this, but I could to some extent agree with this because most of the gambling, or most of the D-apps on Tron are gambling. And whenever we're discussing about which one will rule the DApp realm, I still think it's going to be Tron, but some people might give me good reasons as to why it will be EOS, and I might agree with you. Does not mean I'm going to sell all my TRX and switch over to EOS because I've been hearing more positive news about that. Or because I heard one little negative feature of Tron, I'm going to sell it all right now and just go play with my cats. You know, things like that. There's negative sides to any of these crypto, and you should not let it get to you that hard, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult to hodl any of these crypto, because all of them have a bad side. There's most likely going to be that one guy in the comment section who says, "Oh, yeah, but my token, Volumes, has no bad side to it, so everybody go buy that one." Yeah, sure, bro. Sure. You do that. You go hold your only coin in the crypto space that has no bad side to it, or has no other coin like it out there, and I'll, go ahead and do that. But I think that most of these cryptos are popular for a reason. There's tons of people that still have faith in them. Don't go FUD the shit out of them. Don't do it. It's just a major problem in the crypto space right now that people are too toxic, I think. And it's really hurting the cryptos more and more. But yeah, having said that, I still want to give you guys some news on Tron and BAT for today, because I don't want to be just too negative in here. And the first thing, which is really kind of funny or ironical, Tron Foundation new giveaway, 4 rules that you must follow to take part. And one of the things that really made Tron go down in trust is the Tesla giveaway that had so many issues. And I could also say that the gambling apps getting more popular also are having some issues, and some of the apps on there scamming have also been some of the issues, but mostly the giveaway of the Tesla. And now they're also initiating another Tron giveaway in Korea, at least the Tron Korea Twitter page is. And I guess, it's a double-edged sword or double-sided coin, as any coin is, because it's positive they're giving money away like they've always been doing since the start from their mainnet, and maybe even before that. But on the contrary, some people are going to be negative towards this again. Let's quickly see if people are also fudding it in the comment section. I don't think on the Twitter, like below these types of things, these types of tweets, they're not really that negative normally. As we can see here, most of the people are just wanting to enter, so they're all saying done. But whenever I'm checking these other YouTube guys on Twitter out, or some other normal random miscellaneous tweet on Twitter, most of the people are saying, "You still hold this shit coin?" With some laughs behind it. But yeah, it's cool. If you want to participate in giveaways, you go ahead and do that. I don't think it's worth it, but you can go try. Why not? What do you have to lose? Tron price keeps getting hammered across the board, and again, I think a very big part about this is the view that we're having upon it. Like, if you and me are already talking about this, then there must be thousands of others, because there's millions of people who hold TRX, who are thinking the same way. Thinking about TRX as a shitty thing, or really negative towards it, and that's why they're selling it, or that's why they're shit talking it to all their friends. That's why they're reaching thousands of people, trying to, make the price go down even more, right? There must be countless of people actually trying to do that. And that mixed with BTC not being that positive right now gives these altcoins some space to fluctuate themselves. And again, I'm not actually relating this to the price in terms of percentages, but more so in terms of like community faith, because there's a really big shift here, and I'm not liking it at all. It's a major problem in the crypto space, I would say. But here, we're just talking about TA for TRX, and we're just going lower and lower, but I guess we already kind of reversed, or at least we're looking to, because we're already plus, or at least we were almost plus 2% on the daily, which not that many people would have expected right now. We would have just expected some continuous downfall. Could be though, if you're looking at this chart right here, there's just a little bit of a green candle before falling down lower, or we just tried to hit this support here and we could not breach, so we're just gonna bounce back up, hit the bottom. Could be different things. I've not checked the TI out too much, guys. I will be doing that though, but I'm not trading TRX currently. And whenever these people are saying you're more of an investor than a trader, you let emotions play a role in holding these coins, you're too biased when giving crypto updates. I like to be biased, right? Because these videos still contain my opinion, and they're not financial advice. And I think that my opinion as a trader do help you guys out, but since most of you guys really don't know how to trade or what to do, one thing I could be doing is just make trading videos specifically to show you guys how I trade, what I look for, and that and so on. Or I can just give you guys updates in terms of the investment, so how the coin is doing, how they're moving along, how the team is doing, what I'm thinking about it, things like that. But what I'm thinking as a trader more so, for TRX specifically, I look at news, like major news, yes, not so much about the real technical small parts because they most of the time don't really matter. Just look at the shifts in perspective and look at TA, right? And then I'm just going to try find some trades there. But following strategy is all I do there. I don't stay away from I just follow my strategy 100%. Emotions do not play a role in there, as I just set everything up from the get-go and change accordingly to my strategy. There's no deviation from that, and so that claim is false. But the long-term bullish case for TRX is quite obvious to see as well in there. We've been given hundreds of videos, or at least more than 100 videos on Tron already, just to explain to you guys why this coin is actually such a high potential. And just to give you guys a little bit of food for thought here, the TPS, so the scalability, we should say already, of Tron is so much higher than Ethereum is. And Ethereum is trying to upgrade it, yes. Ethereum is trying to get better, trying to outpace the rest of these cryptos by trying to move or trying to stay ahead of ADA. They're not doing a good job. Ethereum is slow as shit, and Tron is winning the race right now. When we're looking at the top of the DApp realm, Tron is there, and they'll stay there as long as they keep moving like they are now. There's no going back. Tron has had a crazy run last year, or maybe already the year before that, just because of hype, because of them marketing in a smart way. And they can do it again. Justin Sun is a great marketer. He knows what he's doing. He likes attention. He likes people to know his name, and he's got BitTorrent behind him as well. He's got easier to develop code. He's got access to hundreds of millions of people with BitTorrent. I mean, that's already enough to just understand why this coin has a great up potential. Again, I always like to compare it with the down potential of being that, we're putting too much on their plate. We're having too much faith in TRX by looking at their capabilities and not so much looking at what they've achieved already, and that we might, stab ourselves. But that is a negative thought that I have with any crypto, because there's always a negative side to it. And if we just try to look at the good versus bad, I think good is 80%, bad is 20%, and that still outweighs it far. Because if Tron's going to go good, we're going to see some crazy high in the 20 cents prediction as well again. And that's going to be at least 10 times the price. If it goes bad, what can it go to, guys? Let's say 0.9, right? So 0.009. So that's going to be half your investment, or 10 times as much. And then it's 80% versus 20%. So if you calculate that, it's still a very nice ratio. So it's worth it for me. Bitpanda, most likely to add Tron TRX as next community asset. When I'm looking at trading, right, this can have an influence, but most of the time, this does not change any of the price. A new selection of assets was proposed for voting, with TRX taking the lead. And it is cool, yeah, but it ain't going to change the price too much. So I always have a little bit of a debate with myself of whether or not I should include these things in videos, because most of you guys don't care if it doesn't do anything for the price, but it is there, so you know. TA and market entry for TRX. Here's a good article on Hacked for if you really want to trade it. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you educate yourself on how to trade, and make sure you let me know if you would like some trading advice between quotations there, because it's still my opinion in these videos, because I can also just do TA live streams or whatever with you guys if you would prefer. Just depends on what you guys really are looking for. Crypto market targets fresh highs. BNB is $30, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, and Tron analysis. All right, so there was actually not that much in here. There was a reason I had it open, though. I can't quite remember what it was, though. Oh, yeah, so Tron price is struggling to break 2.65 and 2.68 resistance levels. And I find it funny that right now we're talking about fluctuations in price of 0.0003, right? So there's resistances that are 0.0003 apart. How much are those things going to matter in the long run? I don't think anything at all, right? We're not even looking at that. Like, it's 0.0003. That's all. Right? Those resistances will be blown with time. We all know that. There's no way that Tron is not going to at least have one run-up between months here. One little run-up. Maybe it's going to be to 5 cents. Who knows? But it's not going to stay below that resistance forever. The question is just, when is it going to hit? But I still think, I'm really convinced that in the longer term, this doesn't really matter too much. And now moving over into again to put some emphasis on my claims of the beginning of the video. Community feels scammed by Tron TRX, 85% of readers agree. Yeah. In May 2018, I read about upcoming mainnet swap of Tron, so I created none, and there's multiple talks about everything going on. Deadlines have been missed, which was one of the crucial things why people turned in perspective. And the reason for that is that Justin Sun had one big thing to go by, and that was that the people in the community trusted him. So whenever Justin Sun said, we'll get it done by this time, it was done by that time. And now by having a few scams pop up, people losing some of their funds, people having some issues, and them delaying things or not having things on time, which again is not a concern to most of the people here, but to some of the people that are involved is a very hassly thing or very cumbersome thing. It shifted their perspective. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad like that. And some people, again, learned from some of the scams that we've been seeing, which is that they are now going to take a lot more caution with their investments and with where they place their money. But in this case here, 341 people voted. 85% of the people rate this as, positive, so they feel scammed by Tron as well, or at least they like the topic. And maybe one of these other videos we're going to get more into that, but since this is somebody else's view, I think we should kind of keep it on the low here. I would prefer to really read from you guys what you think on Tron, and has your perspective from like a year ago or now switched over? Let me know, right? Let me know. Also, do you think that the Tesla owner is still going to get his Tesla, the Tesla winner is still going to get his Tesla? I don't know how that's going to work, right? But here, you can actually read about the story of Podai1, which is a Reddit user, and how he got scammed by Tron. We can actually quickly read it, right? What do we have to lose? So, Reddit user Podai1 created a post recently to explain his ordeal with the token TRX migration, which he apparently had missed. So, his story begins in May 2018, when he had heard about an upcoming mainnet swap that he wanted to be part of. So, Podai1 created an account on the Tron network wallet, an online TRX wallet, and received a 2FA backup code, but no private seeds. This is no surprise, as Tron Network is an online wallet that will actually hold the private seeds for you, private keys. The user then proceeded to buy TRX on an exchange and sent him over to his Tron Network wallet. Totally reasonable, totally normal. He then decided to leave his TRX tokens in his wallet, as he believed he had done his due diligence in securing his tokens for the migration, because why would Tron Network not automatically migrate those tokens for him, right? You would expect the Tron Network wallet, because of the name, to do that automatically for you. However, as it turned out, Podai1 was gravely mistaken. After logging into his wallet a couple of weeks ago, he was shocked to notice a message stating that the token swap deadline was in December 2018, and he had missed the deadline by a few months. After contacting the TRX support and users on Telegram, he came to understand that he had missed the TRX swap deadline and his TRX tokens had vanished. So in this case, he had very, very old TRX, which, swapped over because that was TRC, like it was a ERC TRX, which is from Ethereum still. Almost all the wallets that I know of did support the mainnet swap, but I guess Tron Network did not themselves. I didn't even know about that until I read this like a few hours ago. But the cool part about this is that, Tron has been missing deadlines, and people have been missing deadlines, I guess, to say. But really more so, the TRX missing deadlines was the important part here, because TRX had missed one deadline. I actually forgot which one I really had to notify you guys about, but I just told you guys a little bit ago in the video here about most of it. But the deadline that he missed is switching his old money over into new money, and his old money got burned now, so it's unaccessible. He just lost it. He's getting no support. He's being angry. Some more people are just agreeing that, hey, it's your own wallet. Upgrade it, for God's sake. And people are happy with this. The only positive thing I got from this article is that this 85% and the whole story here of a person feeling scammed does not matter for shit, right? Because this is one person, like 200 people agree, but it's still kind of his own fault in this case. To some other factors in the crypto space, I can understand why people get scammed or feel scammed, but that's for different things. Now, BAT, ad launch gains attention as prices hike by 7%. Let's actually quickly look up BAT. basic attention token. So here it is ranked 22 as an ERC20 token still. It is up, or I guess it has a 12% range on the daily, so it is quite volatile. In the last 24 hours, minus 6% here, so not doing too good on the daily. On the weekly though, up 40%, and on the monthly, up 108%. So if you bought last month, you're double your money right now. That's quite insane on its own already, but not too much going on here actually. It's just really good. Somewhere along the way, as marketers and advertisers, we lost focus of key value that advertising brings to the market, says Luke Molks of Brave, Web3, powered by blockchain. Might be how we get it back. Right? That's how they might be getting the people back. BAT taking the cryptoverse attention, next 50 cents. This is just an over positive article again of people being cool with BAT. This is an old tweet that they got. But are we going to hit higher? There's no basic back into this, so I'm not going to go over that too much. Basic attention token price rallies on Facebook interest rumors. Again, if you checked out the video that I did on... Oh, no, wait, it's actually not even up yet. So I am doing a video on one of the platforms that actually allows you to really easily see the hype and interest on Facebook, Twitter, and Telegram and things like that. I recommend you guys to stay subscribed to my channel so you get a notification whenever I upload that video. It is really cool, really helpful, and I use it all the time to check how all of these coins are trending and which ones I should be watching. But Google and Facebook could buy all the BAT supply, but they can't buy the product, which is the real threat to them in the future. The Brave browser and the guy behind it is what they should be worried about. There's so many cool things I am noticing about BAT now, and BAT is a coin that I've been reading into for the last 2 days here, just because, like, in my comment section, a ton of people are saying BAT is the new best coin. You should learn more about BAT, cover BAT, things like that, and I'll try to get as much in my head in the coming days, and then give you guys some real updates and some real insights to it. Right now, I would not say I'm knowledgeable enough to give you all the information on BAT, since I don't know when their next big meetups are going to be and things like that. Their next biggest updates. I still have to get all of that stuff in my head. Just days after the Brave browser released, BAT extended its rally to nearly 50 cents with no direct news explaining the price drive. Interesting. So, BAT is distributed amongst 110,000 addresses. That's actually not that much. Brave browser logged more than 5.5 monthly users in March. Okay, that's quite a lot. BAT empowers advertising through blockchain, grows consistently in capital and curiosity. And last but not least, basic attention token defies market trend as it breaks out a bullish pattern to reach 1-year highs. Okay, so that's actually even more positive than we expected. But again, you're seeing all these articles being positive with BAT. And if you would like some more coverage on BAT, so real insights, real news, let me know and I will get it done for you. I will update you guys on it then, but make sure you let me know in the comment section. Make sure you also check out all of these articles. All these links in the description below, and most importantly, make sure you follow me on Twitter, TheDustyBC. Make sure you just follow me on there really quickly. Make sure you buy yourself a hardware wallet to store all your coins safely. Make sure you check out freebitcoin.in for some free bitcoins, simple as that, and my Instagram, TheDustyBC as well. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day.